Hey, I'm Fraser, and I'm a dairy farmer in the Waikato. So we run 300 cows on 108 hectares, and a couple of years ago it was half the size. So all the infrastructure, cow shed, feed pad was all suited to 200 cows. We wanted to grow bigger than 300, but we were limited by that infrastructure, so we were looking at bigger feed pad, bigger yard, everything to suit the herd. But when we looked into Halter, we could see that it would enable us to keep the current infrastructure and split the herd into two to suit what we already have. Your dad was the one that had heard about Halter, which is funny because Halter requires a phone and he'd never had nor wanted one. But now he's gone out and got himself one, and he's looking at the cows from all over the country, and he's bringing the cows home and drawing breaks from where he wants the cows to go. But he still wouldn't know how to reply to my texts. We soon found that a physical fence was became a hindrance, not a help. So Dad went and bought himself a wire winder, and we're winding up the wires and pulling out the posts as fast as we can. So the quicker we do that, the more efficiently we can graze the pasture.
So at the age of 65, I have got my first mobile phone just a few weeks ago. I've resisted up until this point. I wanted to be the last person in the world to actually get a phone. I might nearly be. At the moment, I'm simply using it for the Halter, releasing the cows, etc., etc. And we're getting along fine so far, yeah.
I can be real flexible on the amount of mobs that I have. Like today I've got 3, just because I wanted to finish off those areas of the paddocks. And I can just do that from my dinner table with my phone, set the brakes up, don't have to spend a couple of hours putting up 3-4 sets of reels and then winding them back up again the next day. Gives you flexibility on where the cows go and how many go where. Yeah, well, having the animal health alerts means that an individual cow doesn't get lost in a herd of 300, and you're quicker to see if she's getting a bit sick. You can be far more proactive. Yeah. A few seconds left and the cows would go home to the cow shed. There they go. Yeah, Halter almost gives them just a suggestion to go back to the cow shed. It's just telling them that it's the time for milking. So you can see the cows, they've left the paddock, and here they go, heading down the race. See, there they are, off their way to the cow shed. And they'll walk all the way up to the yard all by themselves. You never get sick of watching that, eh? Yeah, it's a farmer-driven product. The value of the product is always changing, and we can have suggestions on what we would like built, and they turn around and build it in the background, and and next thing you can schedule when your cows want to arrive home, or there's a new pasture monitoring feature, new way to do a farm walk. You just lie in bed when it's pissing down with rain and think, I don't want to go outside now, and sit behind them for half an hour getting the cows in. Now you just get up and meet them at the shed. Don't even get wet. I mean, Halter drives on-farm efficiencies, but it also can drive personal time efficiencies, really. I can utilise my time much better, and I'd really like to use that time with my kids and getting off farm, so that farming's sustainable for me for 20 years.
This is just a total rethink, really, and it's only limited by your imagination, really, as to how finely tuned you can make things. Yeah, no, it's quite exciting, really.